Hey everybody, it's Kira and welcome back to my channel. So today I have my 4th edition of books I'm bringing with me to college. So I'm going into my senior year at the University of Wisconsin-Green Bay for English literature, and I've done this video the past 3 years, so I will link those in the description below if you want to find out how my reading tastes have changed and how I've switched up what I'm bringing to school and what I leave at home. This year I am bringing my cart. So over here I got a lot of people use them as TBR carts. So I got one of those earlier this year. And so I decided I'm going to bring that instead of bringing an actual bookshelf. In the past I've brought a smaller bookshelf with me, but I'm just bringing the cart. So I have, I think, less books I'm bringing. I'm not entirely sure. What I've decided to do is my top 2 shelves are favorites and my last shelf is TBR books. So I'm just going to go through and share with you what books I'm bringing with me. So first up, I'm bringing, of course, the Ember series by Sabaa Tahir. So that is An Ember in the Ashes, Torch Against the Night, and A Reaper at the Gates. So I'm bringing, I have a couple different editions of these books, but I'm bringing, this is my Barnes & Noble exclusive signed edition. This was the special edition that they did for Barnes & Noble, so it has a couple of extra things within it too. And then this is just the old cover of Torch, but I actually just finished annotating it, so it's got all my annotations, and then just the normal copy of Reaper. Then I have Illuminate and Obsidio by Amie Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. I do not own Gemna yet, even though it's my favorite one, but I love these books so much and I just love having them around. Then we have the Daevabad trilogy, so that is The City of Brass, The Kingdom of Copper, and Empire of Gold. So these are ginormous books, but I, again, love these books a lot, so I'm very excited to bring them with me and hopefully get some more people to read them. Next up is Strange the Dreamer and Muse of Nightmares. These are the UK hardcover editions because I just love these covers so much. And this one also has sprayed edges, which I also just really love. Then we have my special edition of Six of Crows that I got while I was in London. I don't own the Crooked Kingdom one yet, but I would like to get it at some point. And again, stained edges, and it's just gorgeous. Next up, we have A Song of Wraiths and Runes by Roseanne A. Brown and The Light Between Worlds by Laura E. Weymouth. These are both amazing fantasy series, or fantasy books. This is the first in a series which came out this summer and I absolutely loved and cannot wait to reread. And this one I actually just finished rereading and I tabbed it up as well, did a little annotating of it. This one is one of my favorites because it's kind of Narnia inspired, which I love anything Narnia related, but I love these books so much, so they're coming with me. And then I'm bringing the Lord of the Rings trilogy, so Fellowship of the Ring, Two Towers, and Return of the King. I'm reading these as part of a book club with some friends at school, actually. So we finished Fellowship at the beginning of August, I think. But then we were all really busy during the month of August, so we kind of took a break, but we're going to continue reading them throughout the school year, hopefully, and then watching the movies, of course. So I just figured I'll just bring all 3 of them. Then we have The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater and The Book Thief by, who's this by? Wow, I just blanked on his name. Marcus Zuzak. Again, love these books so much. I haven't read The Book Thief in quite a while, so maybe I will reread that this year. And then The Raven Boys, I love the Raven Cycle series. So this is the only one that I own, and I would like to get the other ones, but figure why not bring them with me. Then we have the Starbound trilogy, so that is These Broken Stars, This Shattered World, and Their Fractured Light. This is an amazing sci-fi trilogy that I just read for the first time this year and then bought the copies of as well. Again, sometimes when I bring these books to school, it's half in hope that I can get my friends to read them, so that's kind of what I'm doing with these ones. And lastly, for my 2 favorite shelves, I have We Hunt the Flame by Hafsa Faizal, which I really need to reread. I read this back in December of 2019 and fell in love with it, but I need to reread it really badly, especially since the second book comes out in January, I think. So I'm super excited about that. And then, of course, I never go anywhere without my first copy of An Ember in the Ashes that I have annotated, and even in my last read through I annotated a couple more things. This is just my favorite copy, probably my most well-loved book. It got water damage from being in Oxford with me last summer. I have to bring it with me pretty much anywhere I go if I'm like moving places. So, of course, I'm going to bring this with me. Alrighty, now for the TBR shelf. So I have my copy of The Giver Quartet. This one, I finished reading The Giver this summer, but I haven't ever read the other 3 books, so I'm bringing this with me in the hopes of reading those other 3 books. I have I Am Malala. I have still not read this book yet, and I really want to. Malala's story is really interesting and really inspiring, so I need to get on that. Then I have The Shadow of the Wind by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. I heard good things about this book, and honestly, I've had it for I think like a year at least, and just never got around to reading it, so maybe this will be the year. Radio Silence by Alice Oseman. Again, heard lots of good things about this one. This is a contemporary, I believe. Yeah, I have not really been in the mood for contemporaries lately, but it's not like a contemporary, just like a solid like cutesy romance. There's like other things involved in it, it sounds like, so I'm interested in it. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to be in the mood for it or not, but I figure why not bring it along. Then we have The Shack by W.M. Paul Young. I know this is a very controversial book. It became a movie as well. I just have never read it, so I wanted to see what it's about for myself. Heartland by Kimberly Stewart. I won this in a giveaway and just kind of want to get through it and see if it's worth keeping or not. I don't know anything about it. There's a fashion career in New York City, but she's fired and can't pull next month's rent. She moves back home to Iowa. The main character named Grace. So I have no idea. I don't know if I'll be in the mood for this either, but again, just kind of want to read it and see what it's about. Ghosted by Rosie Walsh. This I also won in a giveaway. Again, don't really remember anything about this. Something about somebody going missing, I think. So, yeah. The Only Woman in the Room by Marie Benedict. Who is this about? This is about Hedy Lamarr. I started reading this last year, 2 years ago, something along those lines. I think I got like 10 pages into it. I just wasn't in the mood for historical fiction. But Hedy Lamarr was a real person. She was she was a scientist, but also, I'll just read the inside flap instead of trying to explain what's going on. She possessed a stunning beauty. This almost certainly saved her from the rising Nazi party and led to a marriage with an Austrian arms dealer. She also possesses a stunning mind. Underestimated, she overheard the Third Reich's plans while at her husband's side. Understanding more than anyone would guess, she devised a plan to flee in disguise from their castle, and the whirlwind escape landed her in Hollywood. She became Hedy Lamarr, screen star. But she kept a secret even more shocking than her heritage or her marriage. She was a scientist, and she knew a few secrets about the enemy. She had an idea that might help the country fight the Nazis if anyone would listen to her. Could the world handle both? So, I know of Hedy Lamarr only from the TV show Timeless. They did an episode where they go back to the 1930s in Hollywood, which that episode, really great thing happened other than that. But they met Hedy Lamarr as well. So, I believe I actually did win this in a giveaway, but I just haven't read it yet. But I do want to read this. Next up, we have War Girls by Tochi Onyebuchi. This one, the sequel comes out this fall, so I really want to read it. Something about sisters in the year 2172, I think. I think it's sisters. Yes, 2 sisters. So, I don't know, looks amazing. This cover is so cool, and I really want to read it so I can read the second book when that comes out this fall. Then we have Just Mercy by Bryan Stevenson. I got this summer and was going to read it this summer and then just didn't get around to it. This movie is incredible. The movie is amazing and so well done. So I'm really excited to get to read this one. Rebel Queen by Michelle Moran. I've had this again for a while, just haven't read it. It's historical fiction about an Indian queen with Britain trying to take over. Breadcrumbs by Anne Ursu? I don't know. This is, I think, a middle grade, actually. Fantasy-ish inspired by fairy tales. I don't know. It looks really cute, though. Cat and Meg Conquer the World by Anna Premazza. Again, had this book for a while, just haven't felt like reading it, and so I just want to like make sure that I actually read it. A Field Guide to Getting Lost by Rebecca Solnit. I started reading this, so I'm like, how far am I in this book? I'm actually 96 pages in, so I think I'm about halfway through this book. This is a nonfiction kind of memoir-ish of this author and just like about getting lost and what being lost means. So I'm gonna bring it with me so I can finish it. Sold by Patricia McCormick. This one, again, had for forever and just haven't read it yet. So I want to bring it with me so that I can read it. And last but not least, I have The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, which is my current read. If I finish it before I end up moving, I'll still bring it with me probably. It's really good so far. I'm quite enjoying it. I'm like a quarter of the way through, give or take. Close to halfway through. So definitely going to bring this with me. I've heard such good things about this book, and it's a little hard to like piece together what's going on, but I'm still loving it so much. So yeah, those are a lot of books. Maybe I'm bringing more this year. I don't actually know. But I'm bringing a lot of books with me. The books from my TBR shelf, honestly, I might get to them. I might not. I have access to a public library while I'm at school, so a lot of times there's new books coming out that I want to read, so I'll just check out books from the library. So then the books that I bring with me from my TBR shelf just don't end up getting read, which has happened to some of these I know I've brought with me. I know the Hedy Lamarr one I've brought with me to school before and just haven't read it, so I don't know. These are kind of like, I keep kind of a wide variety. It's like historical fiction and fantasy and a couple contemporaries, so keeping it a little mixed up there if I end up feeling like I'm in a different reading mood. But yeah, so that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to follow me on social media, all my links will be in the description as always. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!